Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christopher with Plan Your Truth and today is a special kind of video for you. You don't see my face a ton on here, I know, but today we're going to be talking about my annual goals and my January tending list from my Powersheets. I'm really excited to dive into these this year. I've wanted them for at least a year or two. And I finally picked them up this year. I do have a flip through and a little bit of a chat about how I plan to use these on my channel, so I'll link that video for you. But today I want to talk all about my annual goals and then how I broke those goals down for January. So I thought there's not much to show you other than this page. I may insert a picture here and there, but I thought I would just kind of have a quick chat with you. So let's first talk about my annual goals. So the Powersheets has a lot of prep work, which I'm not going to show you because there's some personal stuff in here. And as I did that prep work, I discovered what I wanted my 8 goals for the year to be. You don't have to pick 8, but I did pick 8. So my first one is focus on my health and wellness. So that one is all about just being a little bit more active and feeling a little bit better about myself. My next goal is grow Plan Your Truth into a profitable side hustle while connecting with my community. So, a big part of this goal is that I want to get better at replying to comments in a way that we can actually have a dialogue in the comments and replying to Instagram DMs the same way. The reason I started being active in this community was to create friendships and to really connect with people. So I want to get back to that while also continuing to really be consistent here on YouTube and growing my channel. My next 2 goals actually have to do with finances. I have some big finance goals this year, and you'll actually see some of that on this channel. But I have budget and focus on saving with sinking funds as my first one. So I want to do some savings challenges and really put that at the forefront of my goals. And then pay extra money towards my student loans and start investing for my future. The first part of this is really the goal. I have a lot of student loan debt that I need to really tackle. So that's the first major part of the goal. And then eventually I would also like to start investing for retirement and for my future. Next up, I have prioritize the things that bring me joy. So this just is everything that all the me time stuff that sometimes gets pushed off to the side, self-care stuff, things like that. Next up, I have foster relationships with the people that matter most. So that's just, all of my friends and family, making sure that I have time to spend with all of them. Live in a clean and organized environment is my 7th goal. And that one, I recently moved into this. You can't see too much, but this is a new environment for me, and I still have a ton of organizing to do and cleaning to do and kind of just making sure everything has a home. So that's a big goal for this year. And then my final goal is don't fail at adulting. So, LOL. This one, I talked with Fake It Till You Make It a lot about this goal. And in the prep work, you kind of rate yourself in all these different categories of your life. And I realized that if I were in school and that was a test, I would get an F. So this is just kind of a catch-all goal for me to work towards my goals and remind myself that I need to keep moving forward. Okay, so now let's talk about my January tending list. So how the Powersheets are really helpful is it helps you kind of take these big goals and big broad goals that I just shared with you. They're not very, what's the acronym? Is it SMART? Like specific, measurable, all of those things. That's not really what my annual goals are. I decided to do them very broad and just kind of as different categories that I want to tackle. And then each month, there is a tending list page. And that is where you break your goals down into monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items. So I plan to, we'll see how it goes. And if you're interested in this, please let me know. But I'm planning to, at the beginning of every month, talk about how I did last month. And I think it'll be more of like a moving forward, a down facing video where I can actually show you the goals and how much I shaded off for the last month. And then also talking about what I'm going to do for the next month. So let me know if you're interested in that. Let's just talk about my January action items. So, monthly action items. First up, I have established a communication routine. This is for my Plan Your Truth channel. I really want to have a routine. I was inspired by Plan with Laken, actually, for this goal. where each day or each week I figure out when I want to reply to YouTube comments and Instagram comments and all of that stuff. Next up, this is all for my financial goals. I have create a budget for February because I already did it for January, so I want to create a monthly budget for next month. And then I have save with sinking challenges towards sinking funds. Or I'm sorry, save with savings challenges towards my sinking funds. You'll see some more on this channel with sinking funds and cash envelopes and stuff like that coming up. Next up, I have make an extra payment towards my student loans. So even if it's just $100, any extra payment, I can check in that or check off that goal. Next up, I have start working with my Cricut. This has to do with the me time goal, the things that I enjoy. I did get a Cricut during the Black Friday sales, and so I'm really excited to dive into that. So I want to make sure that I have in here that I want to make time for that really exciting purchase so that I can play around with it a little bit. Next up, this is for my environment, my physical environment. I have organized planner, corner, and closet. So that's all of this area behind me, making sure everything has a home. I also want to clean, decorate, and organize the rest of my room as well. So that's everything else, all my clothes, all my, everything other than the planner stuff. Because I share a planner area and my bedroom. It's all one and the same. And then I have start going through the garage. I just have a ton of stuff from when I moved out of my old apartment that's in the garage right now that I need to go through. So as long as I start working on that, I can shade in that goal. And then the last monthly action item, I have boundaries and contribution chat. That's just a more personal thing that I have to deal with this month. All right, now onto the weekly action items. First up, I have move body and do something active. So once a week right now. I can't dive in and say I want to do this every day and whatnot. Once a week, I want to just do something active. It could be going for a walk around the block. It could be, doing a YouTube Zumba type situation. Anything that I feel is getting my body a little bit more active, I can check that off for the week. My next two have to do with social media. I want to post one reel on Instagram a week and 3+ videos on YouTube. It's going to be more like 4 or 5 videos on YouTube a week right now. There's just so much that I am excited about in the new year that I want to just full steam ahead. Next up, I have a weekly budget check-in and to track expenses. Like I said, a huge goal of mine has to do with budgeting and expenses and all of that this year. So I want to weekly sit down with my budget and just kind of go through everything. Next up, I really want to get back into memory planning. This again is back to the me time, things I enjoy goal. Um, I used to do memory planning weekly, and it was my favorite type of planning, and I've really fallen out of that habit. So I want to get back into that. And then I have a friend date. This is for relationships and people that matter goal. I want to get together with a friend once a week at least. And it can be virtual because of everything going on too. If I wanted to do a virtual happy hour or a live with Sarah, that would count in there as well. Now on to the daily action items. Now, Plan with Laken, who I get a ton of my inspiration for Powersheets from, definitely check her out. But she recommends to not fill the lines. As you can see, I've really filled a lot of these lines. Now, I'm okay with it because I'm really excited for January. This is actually me taking stuff off my plate. I wanted to do more. So this is me paring it down a little bit. And I'm okay with it because A, I'm excited and I'm ready to, have it be a good first month. But also, I'm already doing some of this. So some of this is just tracking. It's not necessarily all new habits, which Laken does say is okay. So the first one, I have one healthy choice. I just want to make one healthy choice a day, whether that be eat a fruit, eat a vegetable, go for a walk. One healthy choice, I can check that off. Next up is water. This is a newer habit. I really need to do better at drinking more water. So I still actually have to come up with what that goal is that I want to start with. I'm thinking that to start, it's only going to be 4 glasses a day. But for me, that's more than what I'm doing right now. So as long as I hit that goal, I can check that off. Next up, I have SM Connect. That's for Social Media Connect. So this is kind of going back with the communication routine. I want to follow, once I establish that routine, I want to follow it and do something to connect with the Instagram community because I love it. I love the planner community so much, and I want to put more focus on connecting. Next up, I need to take a photo a day because I want to get back into memory planning, and the easiest way to do that is if I have photos. So take a photo a day. Next up, I have me time. Just do one thing that's for me each day. It could be watch a TV show, it could be have a glass of wine, it could be, planning a Disney trip. That would be fun. Next up, I have anything for my room. So any kind of decluttering or organizing or decorating or anything like that. I just want to do at least one thing a day to keep me on track for my monthly goals. And my final one is that I want to touch my planners or my power sheets or something every single day. I want to check in with my progress every single day in my planner or in my power sheets or something. So those are my annual goals and my January tending list. Let me know if this is content that you're interested in. I'm excited about these power sheets and I would love to share them with you each month and my progress and kind of how they're working for me. But let me know if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, let me know down in the comments also what's one goal that you are starting this new year. I know I just shared 18 million with you, but what's one goal that you're really excited about for the new year? Plan with Laken does this. I've mentioned her a lot, but she is such an inspiration when it comes to goals for me. I've been watching her since I started this community. And I think it's awesome. I want to hear about your goals down in the comments and share any tips that you may have for me. We can all kind of be down there and encourage each other. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button. And remember to plan your truth so that you can live your truth. Thanks so much.